So what I like to do, I know this is kind of like a cheat, but what I like to do is actually... Hi everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different, and that is talking to you about Instagram. So I know with a lot of us stuck at home nowadays, a lot of people are spending time on Instagram and on their phones in general, so I thought it would be a perfect time to talk to you guys about how to grow your Instagram from nothing, if that is something you're interested in. So if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you are interested in growing your Instagram. Now I want to put a disclaimer out there and say that I am not like an expert or anything. I don't even have that many followers on Instagram. Currently filming this video, I have about 16,000, which compared to a lot of like influencers out there, that's like nothing. But I know that I get this question asked a lot about my Instagram and how I started it and everything. So if you're interested in hearing my tips and maybe a little bit about like my personal journey on Instagram and how you can gain followers consistently and dare I say quickly, please continue to watch this video. And if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Saki. I make videos every single week about cute and girly fashion usually, but I also like to share some like lifestyle stuff and videos like this every once in a while. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel because I think you'll like it here. Alright, so like I said, the purpose of this video is basically to help you grow your Instagram if you are starting like basically from nothing. I don't know how to get you 100,000 followers. I don't know how to get you 50,000 followers because I'm personally not at that point yet, but I think this video can help you, you know, gain your first couple hundred, couple thousand, or what have you if you are starting like basically from nothing, which is how I basically started myself. Now my Instagram journey has been a really long one. My account, obviously, like a lot of people, started out with, you know, just being a personal account, me just sharing my day-to-day photos, and then I eventually developed it into something like I have today. But of course that took very many years, and for a lot of my friends out there, they literally grow their Instagram, you know, within a couple of weeks, couple of months. So I don't know how they did it exactly, but I will share with you like my journey and the things that I think helped me a lot. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is finding your thing. Now I know that's not very sophisticated, but I think every Instagram account, if you are serious about growing, needs to have like a thing, at least when you first start, in my opinion. So when I first started, when I first really started gaining followers, my thing was like posting outfit of the day photos, specifically with my favorite Japanese brand, Liz Lisa. So I would wear Liz Lisa clothing every single day and post my outfit that I wore that day, and I would post every single day. And this was about 2016. So I feel like around then I probably had like maybe 300 followers, and most of those were just my friends and people that I met like in life. So it wasn't like a online community or anything. So that was like my thing when I first started out. So let me give you examples of what I'm talking about when I say your thing, because I know it's very vague. So how I think about it is when people see your picture or your profile, they associate this thing with your pictures or your profile. So it could be anything from like outfit of the days like I was doing, or if you like room decorating, your thing could be like showing pictures of your room. If you like makeup, maybe your thing is posting like your makeup of the day. If you like handbags, maybe your thing is posting pictures of handbags. Something that people can associate your like profile with, if that makes sense. So like if I'm looking for handbag inspiration or like looking for handbag pictures, I'll reference this person or that person because I know that that's their thing, and I can go to their channel or to their account to look at these things. And same with if I'm looking for, you know, outfit inspiration, I have specific people that I like to go to their accounts because I know that that's their thing, and then they will always have that, you know, outfit inspiration. Now I know I'm referencing like, you know, specific things that I follow, but it could be literally anything. If your thing is finding quotes that you like to put in your captions, that could be a thing. Or if you just like sharing your personal thoughts day to day in your captions, like that could be a thing as well. Literally, I feel like you can choose anything and make it your thing. I even know like Instagram accounts who just really like one color, kind of like me, and just post, you know, things with that color, and people who enjoy that color follow them. So now I will say that you don't have to stick to this forever, and your account of course can grow and change and develop over time, but I think when you first start out, people want to see like consistency, and I think it will really help people to want to follow you if they know that your content is going to be something that they want to see for a while. So I think that's why it really helps to find your thing. Alright, so after you found your thing, the next important thing to consider is your username or your account name or your brand, as some people like to call it. Now, I have just stuck with mine that I have had literally forever, like since high school, and that is xsakisaki, which is just my name, and I have used it as a username literally for everything forever. So I thought about changing it to maybe like, you know, something cute, something that represents my brand or whatever, but I don't know, I just really couldn't find anything, and I think that my Instagram account now is just a representation of me as a whole, so I thought it was appropriate to just use my name. Now, yes, you can use your name for something, but I find like sometimes it's harder to grow just using your name because people can't really associate something with it. So I find that although that does work, maybe when you're starting out, it's fun to find words that really represent what you're creating in your Instagram account. So I'm trying to think of like my friends on Instagram and stuff and their usernames they use, and one that comes to the top of my head is maybe Charlotte's Beauty Room. Charlotte is also a YouTuber here, and I will link her Instagram below, but it's in her username that she is posting about her beauty room. Another one that I can think of is like anything with the word like girly or rose usually will have like a pink feed, just stuff like that to get people like interested to click your name to begin with if they see it. I think that really helps, but then again, like my username is just my name, so like I said, that's not like an exact formula, but if you want to use that, I feel like it helps just a little bit more, especially when you are just starting out, so people can associate like your username with something that you're actually creating. Now you can change it later on. I know a lot of girls who start out with like some sort of like username like that, and then they switch it to their name once they become well known, so that might be something you would want to do later on as well. But I think just for starting out, it's a really good idea to have like some sort of like name that represents what you're creating. Alright, once you come up with a name, I think it's really important to just mention this really fast, and that is to create a description. I think that the description is important for people to kind of see who you are at a glance and see what your account is at a glance. So maybe if you are doing a beauty room, I know I keep going to this, but maybe say like beauty room inspo or something like that, something that draws people in, that can kind of like summarize your account in just a few sentences. This isn't as important by any means as the picture, so that's why I'm gonna just briefly, you know, touch on this, but it is nice to just have some personal info in there just so people can get to know you. I like to put my location just in case like there are any, you know, Coloradans who see my profile and maybe they'll follow me just because they're from here, and just little things like that. So I think it's really important to, you know, just put something in there when you have time and once you figure something out. The next thing is choosing your profile picture. Now I think that it's really important to pick a profile picture that really represents what your account is about. So if I was a handbag account, I would probably put a picture of like my Chanel bag on there just so that people can see that, hey, I'm an account that likes handbags. Just something to get people's attention so that they know exactly what your account is about. Pretty self-explanatory. So let's get to the biggest thing, and that is pictures. So I think there are a lot of mixed opinions out there on like what kind of pictures draw people in, like whether you should have a consistent feed or theme, and I think it's really anything you want, because I know so many people who have so many followers and they don't have a theme. But then again, I know a lot of other accounts that does have a consistent theme that mainly only posts like one thing, and you know, they have a ton of followers as well. So it really has to be something that you choose, and I think the most important thing is that you have to like what you're posting, because I feel like people genuinely respond to like your genuine feelings. So if you're passionate about something, I really think that it does show in like your pictures and captions, and I think people can respond really, really well to that. Now, the thing that's worked for me specifically is always to have like some sort of theme going on. So like I said, when I started out in 2016, my theme was basically just, you know, outfit of the day photos, full length, and that was like my whole feed for a while. And then after that, I kind of gotten tired of that, so I started doing more like layouts, and then I started doing more pictures outside, and that is what I found that I love the most, is just doing pictures outside, like a daily outfit inspo kind of thing. So that is my main thing, and now since I've kept growing, it's been that, and also taking pictures of my room and my handbags and stuff. So I like to mix all of those in, and the thing that makes my profile like in theme is actually the filter that I use, and I think that this is a great idea if you're looking for like an easy way to theme your account. Filters will instantly like turn your entire page to be like one color, or match every single picture together, and that is what I have found for me recently works the best. I use a filter that I made from Lightroom. It's just like a tweak of like some filters that I downloaded on Etsy, and I kind of like tweaked it to make it my own and the style that I like. So as you can see from my Instagram, it's like a warm pinky beige kind of theme, which I really love. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend you go on Etsy and just look up Lightroom filters. I use the app Lightroom. It's really easy to use. Please just look up a tutorial on how to use it and find the filters that you like. I don't have time in this video to go through that with you, but if you do want me to make a separate video about how I edit my Instagram photos, please let me know, because the one that is on my channel from a couple years ago is now outdated. So yeah, just let me know if you'd like that. Anyway, so that is the easiest way to theme your account in my opinion, but of course if you're not into filters, then I think like just posting like consistently like outfit pictures or makeup photos or whatever, that automatically creates a theme in the content that you're producing. The next thing I want to talk about is posting consistently. So I know that this is different for everybody as well, but for me, I find that posting consistently either every day or every other day works best for me. I know some girls, like one of my good friends on Instagram, xsakisaki, she posts like maybe once a week or less or more depending on how much time she has, but she pretty much consistently posts about once a week. So I know that's like kind of a big fluctuation, but I think having some sort of schedule really helps people like expect your posts. And if you are someone who posts every single day, then people can expect to see your posts every day, and that kind of expectancy like makes people come back, I guess. I'm not sure if I worded that correctly. I know that posting every day can seem like a lot, so I suggest like every other day or every couple of days. I think that's a really great schedule. Just whatever you think that you can, afford to do or have time to do. The next thing I want to talk about is actually hashtags. Now, I think that a lot of people think hashtags are kind of dead or they don't really like to use them. I religiously believe in hashtags. I think a lot of my views and impressions come from hashtags. So what I like to do, I know this is kind of like a cheat, but what I like to do is actually go on my favorite Instagram accounts, and if I'm posting like an outfit of the day picture or something, I will go to like my favorite outfit of the day Instagram accounts and look at the hashtags that they're using, and then just use a couple from each person, because everyone pretty much posts all different hashtags, and I like to do that because one, I can't come up with them on my own, and two, if the bigger influencers are posting that, if the bigger accounts are posting with these hashtags, I feel like there's a bigger chance that those hashtags actually work because they have a lot of engagement and a lot of views and a lot of likes and stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. I feel like I'm like stealing or something, but they're hashtags. Like a lot of people use hashtags, right? I like to do about 10 hashtags per picture, maybe even more, but I think staying around the 10 mark is really good. Another thing that I want to say is that I don't like to use the same hashtag like too often. So if I am posting like outfit pictures 5 days in a row, I don't like to have the same hashtags in like every single one. This might just be me, but I think when I used to do that, it kind of like messed up my Instagram a little bit, and it kind of like messed up the algorithm. I think that Instagram was thinking that I was spam, so then they were hiding my posts a lot. So I don't know, that might just be in my head, but that's what I experienced in the past. So now I never ever do that. I make sure to change up my hashtags every single time. All right, next I want to just briefly talk to you guys about the caption. Now, I think the caption definitely varies from account to account, and it's whatever you want to do. I personally like to just write a little bit about my picture, or a little bit of what I'm feeling that day, or just my thoughts in general. I also really like to ask a question sometimes in my pictures, just to get like people to comment, and I just feel like that really helps with engagement if people are responding to your caption. However, I know a lot of girls out there who just use quotes in their captions, or just say one word, or maybe write a whole paragraph. Some girls like to write like beautiful like blog entry type of posts, and I think all of that is okay. Whatever it is, make sure that you are okay with it and this is what you want to post. Alright, I hope that wasn't too much information for you guys, but I do want to talk about one last thing, and that is you have to engage in the community. So what I mean by that is you have to comment on other people's pictures, you have to like other people's photos. I actually find that commenting and liking on similar accounts as your own actually really helps boost your engagement and helps create a name for yourself in that community. So if you are like a planner account, or if you want to be an outfit account or a beauty account, make sure that you're going to different accounts and influencers and liking their photos, commenting on them, and engaging in their posts, because I know for me personally, if I see a comment pop up a lot, I like to go to their profile and take a look at them, especially if they have like a catchy name or something that I could be interested in. And it also helps if their like account picture is something that I like as well. And it's just a nice way to kind of get your name out there, if that makes sense. So I think that this is what like the picking a username and picking out your profile picture is really used for. And this is when those two things really come into place. Alright, so that was all for my tips. I hope that you guys found this helpful. Like I said in the beginning, this is mainly for people who want to grow their Instagram, who want to create some sort of following from it and have some sort of a brand or something from it. And I really think that these tips will help you grow if you are starting from scratch. This is once again just my personal opinion and what my Instagram journey has been like. So I'm sure there's a lot of different opinions and other journeys that other Instagrammers have taken, but yeah, like I said, this is just my own, so I'm happy to share it with you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section down below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My username is xsakisaki. I'll link it below. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I am uploading videos twice a week now. And yeah, alright, with that, thank you so much. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I will see you next time. Bye!